Meanwhile, undefeated this year following a loss. 3-0 as Brittany Griner controls the tap, and we are underway. Well defended by a Mystics team that's second in the league in three-point defense. They get out in the open floor, and Brittany Seiss converts. In the midst of a career year, fifth in the W in scoring, 20.5 points per game, a season high 32 against the Sky. Another three, this one from Canada down the well. And they lost that game to the Liberty, but their three-point accuracy was not one of the culprits. They made 12. Seiss slicing through, and the scoop for Seiss. She's vibing on that bench.
She was. I mean, nothing wrong with that. The music is rocking up in this arena.
Coming off back-to-back career highs, 16 points against the Liberty. Tough ball away by Canada. They're good at defending that.
Yeah, that's crazy, because when you think about that stat line, you definitely think it would be the opposite.
Citron, the steal and the score, and all of a sudden it's a 7-point Mystics lead. Gray with the floater. Oh, I think it was tipped in by Seiss.
It was. Those long arms, and she's frustrated with herself.
Dream on a 5-0 run. The dump down to Jones. Over the double team to Hillman, and the Dream tied up. Brianna Jones has made the All-Star game 3 of the last 4 years, out ball hawking the rookie Citron. Citron answers on a three.
She was the two-way player that had to play defense, defend her player who was guarding her, and she had to score.
Pow right back. Corner pocket for Pow. Trouble inbounding, bounce to Austin. Seiss had the hot hair in early. Down to a cutting Austin, off the hip of Hillman for 2 more. And she played for Michigan because she eliminated Florida Gulf Coast in the NCAA tournament a few years back. Great pick there by Hillman to set Canada free for the lay-in. Promising future. Seiss trying to wriggle down the lane on Griner. She heads her off. The high-low Erie if it has the mismatch, and muscles it in.
Yeah, because you know one thing's for sure, they're going to play and fight hard, and that's just because of the leadership when you see the likes of Seiss and other players on this roster. That was a nice pass, nice cut, and finish by Austin.
Stephanie Dolson just can't buy a three. Makes her 1 for her last 17. Remember, she was 3rd in the league last year in three-point percentage. The fall away by Austin, scored, and a foul. A WNBA title with the Mystics in 2019. Into the post in Griner. Turns, fades, and rims it in. That is textbook vintage Brittany Griner. Dolson from UConn. Griner, of course, from Baylor. A block from behind by Pow. Erased that layup attempt from Melbourne. A crossover by Dolson. The lane clears. The finger roll falls. Pow puts them on their feet in Atlanta. Snapped around to Howard. Met on the catch by Seiss. Seiss giving them some inches, but she is a dogged defender. The blow by Coffey. The step through in the lay-in. And the Dream have their largest lead. Caitlin Clark has done it as of this week. Angel Reese has done it as well. But the first 2 players to record a triple-double in their first 2 years in the league, Dream bench has outscored the Mystics bench 17-1. They would not be ahead by 6 without him. Coffey puts it on the floor. Away to Gray, fires away, knocks it down.
Shooters continue to shoot, and she got that shot, the ball in rhythm, stroked it, and it was nothing but bottoms.
Career high tying 6 threes in the last matchup versus the Mystics. That one splashed down by Edwards. 41-34 Dream. Howard turns the corner on Citron with the left hand and gets the roll. The Mystics have done a great job choking off the three-pointer. But now the Dream have been having their way with the Mystics inside. Griner with the turn and the flip. Hounded by Griner. Gliding across the lane and flips it in. Snatched by Erie, then poked away from behind by Canada. Off the scramble, it is Seiss. Connects. The refeed. Jones finesses it in.
That's some work. That's the vet showing the look.
With keeping them off the three-point line, they just want to see them continue to keep Alicia Gray in check. Of course, just 5 points in that first half, and they also want to see themselves continue to move
all over that.
Welcome to the W. That was a big-time play. Just shows that Alicia Gray doesn't only have the offense. She can put on some defense, too.
Howard not to be denied around 2 defenders.
Playing with the squad, you know, teaching these rookies what they need to do, how they can be great vets and have longevity in this league.
Layup by Alicia Gray. Going hard in the paint, just like Atlanta's Waka Flocka told her. Three-pointer good by the Dreamin' Jones. A third straight game with the triple for Brianna Jones.
Coach Semesco has implemented. They are really starting to get comfortable in the flow, and you see it in the results by the wins so far.
A gentle runner by Citron showing off her touch.
Oh, yeah, no, she can do it on both ends. A fantastic defender and a scorer.
Backdoor cut and the finish by Gray.
And that's what you have to do when the ball's not falling. Howard was going to get called for that carry. Ref missed it, and instead, the Dream get rewarded with another three.
Here Finn banging in the post. Nice fadeaway. Well, you defend Ryan Howard, you can look like a cat chasing a laser pointer because she has that ball on a string.
She does have it on a string.
Ball fake, blow by, drop off. Walker Kimbrough to Jones.
By the Dream, they've been finding the open teammate and giving their teammates good looks to the basket.
All 9 of their players who have played tonight have scored as that three is drained by Sutton. She's made a couple of those, but you're going up against the 2-time defensive player of the year in Griner. Stealing backcourt, down to Finn, tugs it in, lays it in.
And that was big time right there. Pow did not see.
Coffee from the high post on Finn. Gray has to create, shot clock at 3, fade away good.
Definitely so. And when you see how these players, even if they are vets, it's just the tempo. It's like they continue to improve as they continue to stay in the league.
And one for Nia Coffey. I don't know who the 5th best product of Christ the King High would be, but I'd take my chances with those 4. And off the scramble, the stick in by Sykes. Karina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart is still stewing.
Right.
They kind of took over in that final period. Melbourne on the dribble drive.
It is. They know how important each rebound, especially in this 4th quarter, is. And the Mystics are just trying to make a run to see if they can cut into this lead. They can do it with shots like that. The Dream's best guard. So she's been really trying to focus on her defense. The likes of Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray.
A steal. Yeah. Sykes gliding in the open floor over Gray.
That's nothing but a bucket if she's able to drive like that.
The sidestep, the 3, Howard pure. How many times have you seen her do that?
So she gives a little gun. Maybe that'll get her going because she's been pretty quiet, but we know she's a capable 3-point shooter.
Melbourne with the teardrop no, cleaned up by Austin.
Anytime you mention someone being born in the 2000s, I'm in shock.
My bones cracked just saying that. Offensive rebound, Citron for 3, got it. Lead down to 7, still plenty of time left.
Yeah, that was Citron's first 3 of the night.
Backdoor, Melbourne lost Canada.
Got to knock down free throws, and they're showing that consistency tonight.
Those free throws are the rally repellent. Austin whirling, scooping, and scoring. Another one for the highlight reel for Austin. Hillman puts her head down. No good on the runner.
In the last couple of possessions, we've seen the Mystics hold the Dream just to 1 shot. They've been very aggressive on the defensive rebounds, and that's a shot by Citron. We've seen her make that move plenty of times, especially a week ago when she hit 8 threes in the second half, but couldn't get that last one to fall, but Citron's coming with it.
And Citron lays it in. Lost her balance and bounces it away. Here's Citron, and above the big 3, off the mark. Oh, tap by Melbourne to Austin. It's a 1-possession game and a timeout for Atlanta. Gray defends Sykes, turns the corner, drops it off. Austin blocking foul, scored in 1.
That was big time.
Wants to reset, finds Jones. Shot clock at 7. Jones bounces in deep. The fall away, Gray, off glass and in. 92-87, 40 seconds to go. Sykes, the rip through on Gray. Got blocked from behind by Gray. It stays with the Mystics. Struggling, feeds Engsler. Blanketed by Hillman. Turns into a double team, forces it up and scores. What a time for Emily Engsler to get her first bucket of the night. Swishes it. Whether she intended to or not, 0.1 seconds left. Inbound to Gray, and that does it. Terrific comeback by the Mystics, but they fall just short. 92-91 Dream.